Hey, y'all, Progress Texas Podcasting Director Chris Mosier here. Just a quick update on the election of a new chair of the Texas Democratic Party on Saturday, the first since 2012. And a few reactions from key folks who were present at the event in Southeast Austin. A summary from Kayla Guo and Renzo Downey at the Texas Tribune, who say the Texas Democratic Party's governing board, the SDEC, has elected Kendall Scudder to lead the party forward as its new chair. Scudder took 65 out of 121 votes, an outright majority in the seven-way race in the opening round. As the Trib puts it, Scudder takes over as chair of the state party at a moment when Democrats are grasping for a way forward after blowout losses up and down the ballot last year, including President Donald Trump's victory and a surge to the right by traditionally Democratic groups such as Hispanic voters in South Texas. A lot of elation and solidarity yesterday at the event, but Chair Scudder's work is clearly cut out for him, and Progress Texas Executive Director Kathleen Thompson talked to a handful of key players yesterday.
Hi there. Tell me your name and tell me your role with the Texas Democratic Party.
My name's Kendall Scudder, and I'm the chairman of the Texas Democratic Party.
Congratulations on your win in the first round today, Kendall.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. The reality is that there are a lot of Democrats all around this state that are ready for a Texas Democratic Party that's focused on the grassroots and delivering results for working people. And I think that message that I've been relaying on the campaign trail for the last 5 months has been resonating with members of the body, and it's just an honor to have the opportunity to serve over this time of restructuring for the party.
We, as a nation and as Texans, are truly in a time of crisis. What's your message to Texans who are extremely worried about what's happening in Austin and D.C.?
You have a right to be worried, and you should be, because our way of life is under attack. The richest man in the world is sitting in the White House right now, gouging working people of their safety nets and their opportunities to succeed, and they're coming after your Social Security next. And we have an obligation to stand on the front lines of that fight to protect the working people of this country, and that's exactly what this state is going to do, this state party is going to do.
And what do you want people to do right now to support the state party?
First, I want them to get engaged. I want them to show up to protests. I want you to get involved in your local community. Next, I would ask you, please consider becoming a precinct chair, because we're building our party from the ground up, and we have about 4,500 vacant precinct chairs in the state of Texas. Check your imposter syndrome at the door. We've got a lot of activism to do, and we need you. And then my third ask would be to please consider becoming a sustaining member of the Texas Democratic Party. You can do so with as low as $3, $5, $10 a month, and there's no maximum on it in Texas. It's the Wild West out here, but giving that money monthly helps us to be able to keep our staff paid and to resource you while you're doing that activism on the ground. Those are the three things that I would ask at this time.
Kendall, we're going to be hearing a lot more from you in the coming weeks and months. Congratulations.
Whether you like it or not. Thank you. And let me just say, big fan of Progress Texas. Anything that I can do to be supportive of you and your viewers, we're all in a team together moving in the right direction to make sure that we're building a government that works for folks. And I'm proud of y'all and all the work that you do to be a sounding board for that. And I look forward to the party working alongside you.
Progressive messaging that's always on and progressive campaigns that are always working.
Damn straight.
Tell me your name and tell me your role in the Texas Democratic Party.
Cardall Coleman, chair of the Dallas County Democratic Party.
Tell me your reaction to a first-round win for Kendall Scudder.
Yeah, there's a popular song that says you got to give the people what they want. He won in an overwhelming fashion, and I think that our party wants to go in a different direction. And so seeing the energy in the room today and seeing the number of SDC members who voted for him on first ballot, I think we have to give the people what they want. And I think Kendall's ready to do that.
I just asked Kendall what his ask is of Texas Democrats, and he talked about the importance of becoming a precinct chair and checking your imposter syndrome at the door. Talk to me about the work that can be done down to the neighborhood level.
Yeah, precinct chairs are the backbone of our party, right? So we need to make sure that we have every one of those slots filled. If you're in Dallas County, I'd love for you to join us to become a Dallas County precinct chair. We still have some vacancies, specifically in the Irving area in the western portion of our county, and some in the southern portion of our county. So we're looking to fill all precinct chair vacancies to make sure that we're ready to compete in every election, not just the big ones that people know about, but this coming May, we have a local election coming up, and then also getting ready for the midterms.
Thanks, Cardall.
Thank you.
Tell me your name and tell me what your role is here.
My name is Clayton Tucker. I am CD11 chairman for the SDEC, the State Democratic Executive Committee, and I am the president and founder of Texas Progressive Caucus.
What is your reaction to the chair race happening on one round, and the new chair of the Texas Democratic Party is Kendall Scudder?
I feel, we ain't really used to winning here in Texas, so it's a very strange feeling. I'm very excited. This really does represent a new era for Texas politics. The progressives are coming back, and now I'm really looking forward to turning our fight against the Republicans and start beating those bastards.
Are you surprised it took one round?
It was exactly as our vote tally predicted. So everyone was honest with us when they told us who they were going to vote for, which is good.
Thanks, Clayton.
Of course, thank y'all.
Tell me your name and your role with the state party.
Definitely. My name is Daniel Ayala, and I am the Texas Environmental Democratic President within the party, which makes me an SDC member.
And what's your reaction to Kendall Scudder's win on the first round?
I'm honestly elated. It feels like anything other than that would have been a misrepresentation of what I've been hearing around the SDC. A lot of folks are very excited about the energy that he's bringing, and I'm really excited that it happened quickly in the first round so we can get to the food quickly.
And tell me what his election is going to mean for messaging on the climate and the environment here in Texas.
That's an excellent question, because I've had conversations with Kendall that revolve around the messaging that's been lacking within the party and how it hasn't been tied to economic messaging or to labor or to immigrants' rights.
100%.
Yes, Kendall gets it. He just gets it, and that's what I wanted in a chair. I wanted a chair that can tell that to the general Texas population and be able to make that a part of the central messaging that we're going to be pushing from this point on. So I'm really excited about that.
And Daniel, how long have you been on the SDEC?
I've been on the SDEC since 22. I was the vice chair at the time, and then I transitioned this past state convention to president.
Thanks, Daniel. We're headed to San Antonio soon for a conversation with Mayor Ron Nirenberg, and we hope to see you there.
Thank you. I'm definitely going to be there. Thank you.
Tell me your name and tell me your role with the state party.
Yes, so my name is Colby Duhan. I'm a state Democratic Executive Committee member serving the constituents of CD35, and I am our communications chair for the party.
And what's your reaction to Kendall winning on the first round?
I think Kendall worked incredibly hard. He got in the race very early. He has existing relationships that lead us to believe that he was the right choice at this point in time. He's been consistent, stalwart of the party. We know that he is going to fight for the working class in ways that we don't always see National Democrats do, but we know that we had the opportunity to course correct that over what we control here in Texas, and I believe he is going to be a very successful chairman.
Colby, once upon a time, I was the chair of the communications committee a long time ago. And communications and messaging and the way we talk about our values and how we talk about our values are just so important to me as a Texan, as a mother, and as a progressive. Would you talk to me about Kendall's win and what that means for communications with Texas voters?
I think that means that a lot of Texas voters who have felt like they have not been seen in the state party and the national party now have a voice at the head of the table. I firmly believe that Kendall is going to build an inclusive party that leaves no voice left behind. I believe that we will push forward in a way now that working class folks, the issue-based polls that you see, those top issues that folks say they want to hear about, I think they'll now hear that loudly and clearly from their Texas Democratic Party, and he's going to do it in a way that is as inclusive as possible and ensures that we can finally turn the page on 30 plus years of Republican rule and stack some statewide wins behind his chairmanship.
Stack some wins, win some elections, and improve and save lives.
100%. If we're not winning elections, we are not doing the work of the party. I'm 33 years old. I was in diapers the last time a Democrat was in office statewide, so it is time. We can discuss tactics, we can discuss the division of the party, but now we move forward in unity towards a statewide win. And if we're not winning, we're not affecting real change in the lives of everyday Texans that have felt left out of our party. So National can do what they're going to do, but we here at the Texas Democratic Party are signaling a big old blue wave of change in the way that we handle business and the way that we empower the lives of everyday Texans.
Thanks, Colby.
Of course, always good to see you, friend.